You're watching WGAL 8. Now, coverage you can count on continues. This is News 8 Today.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome back to News 8 Today. I'm Lori Burkholder.
And I'm Jerry Gish. Good to have you with us today. Let's start with a check on the forecast. Meteorologist Joe Calhoun is outside on a much different morning than yesterday, Joe.
Picture's worth 1,000 words. 20 degrees colder this morning, guys, than it was at this time yesterday. Second week of October, maybe I should be getting the jacket out. Huh? There's a live look over Harrisburg. It's generally clear. There are some wispy clouds behind me in lower parts of the valley. Temperatures, though, at this hour, sitting at 50. We were 72 about 24 hours ago. A little bit of a northerly flow. So today, mostly sunny, just some high-level clouds. Seasonal temperatures, more like October. After a chilly night tonight, it'll be cool tomorrow in the 60s with increasing clouds. Then it looks like we may get wet again on Thursday. There's a coastal storm trying to develop. I'll have more on that coming up when I get back inside, guys.
All right, Joe, come in, get warm. We'll see you soon. All right, let's get to our top story this morning. And no sign of progress in Washington to end this government shutdown. The Senate could pass a standalone measure to raise the debt ceiling, giving the government enough credit to last through next year's election. Meanwhile, some good news for some Susquehanna Valley residents affected by this shutdown. Furloughed civilian employees at Fort Indian Town Gap, the Carlisle Army Barracks, and Mechanicsburg Naval Support Activity will be going back to work following an order from Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel. He says those employees need to work because they are essential to national security. And happening today, the group Americans for Prosperity heading to the capital city today to make a stand.
They want lawmakers to recognize the right to work during Free Enterprise Day on the Hill. News 8 morning reporter Ann Shannon is live in Harrisburg with more. Ann, good morning.
Good morning to you, Lori and Jerry. That's right. Today's events will take place here at the Harrisburg Hilton, just a couple of blocks away from the Pennsylvania state capitol. But they do have an important message that they want to share with all Pennsylvanians and people here in the Susquehanna Valley. This is Jennifer Stefano with Americans for Prosperity. Talk to me a little bit about your group.
Yeah, well, my group, we go out and we talk to citizens and help them become citizen lobbyists so that they can hold the politicians we send to Harrisburg and the Capitol accountable to the taxpayers. I mean, isn't this a shocking thing to actually fight on behalf of the working families of the state? And there's really not a group that is there to support them. So we're happy today to join with Associated Builders and Contractors and Americans for Prosperity and other great groups to just say, hey, don't forget the working families. Don't forget the people that either create the jobs and run the small businesses of the state or those of us that work for them.
What's your message today to members of the Pennsylvania lawmakers?
Well, I think the only way to really have true freedom is to have free enterprise, right? A system where you can try it, buy it, sell it, have an ability to fail, but also have an ability to succeed and prosper. Prosper with whatever means you're able. I mean, I think we always look at the big successes of the world, but I think most of us are middle class, and that's prospering. That's prospering for most of the world. And what we really want to say is we don't think there should be private groups forcing people to join them like a union. If you want to join a union, great, but you shouldn't be forced or compelled to do that. That's not very American. It's certainly not in the spirit of free enterprise that made this country and certainly our state great.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us this morning. Some great information. There is a panel discussion that will take place here today at the Harrisburg Hilton, but there's also lots more information available about the group. So we're going to put a link on our website, WGAL.com, so you can learn more about Americans for Prosperity. Lori and Jerry, back to you.
All right, Ann, thank you.
Well, new this morning from Lancaster County. The cause of a late-night fire in Raffo Township under investigation at this hour. Firefighters say it started in a garage, then spread to a home on the 500 block of Oak Tree Road. The residents got out safely.
In Dauphin County, continued coverage of the complaints about Susquehanna Township School District leadership. The district is holding a public meeting tonight at the Sarah Lindemuth Primary School starting at 6. It comes a day after residents held their own meeting. Some say academics have declined under the current superintendent and school board.
More learning matters now. Some parents in a York County school district aren't sold on a proposed plan to deal with a budget deficit and overcrowding. The West York Area School District wants to reconfigure its 4 elementary schools, closing them down and closing one of them down in 2015. But some parents are concerned because it would mean students spend an extra 30 minutes on the bus each day. A vote on the plan is expected next month.
And in Lancaster County, a Manheim Township high school student is charged in a stabbing at the school Monday morning. Police say a 17-year-old girl approached a 16-year-old boy in the hallway and stabbed him in the leg. They say the boy then defended himself and the girl was also injured. Both were treated and released from the hospital. A New York County man accused of killing his girlfriend's infant boy has been ordered to stand trial next month. Back in August in Delaware County, police say Ahmad Rushdie shook 7-month-old Hamza Ali when he was crying until he stopped breathing. Police say Rushdie brought Hamza's body to the Susquehanna Valley and buried it. The body still has not been found despite searches in York and Lancaster counties.
Let's get an update now on traffic conditions, and we go to Julie Gargaya. Julie, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Believe it or not, we are back to our accident-free commute. So such a quiet Tuesday for us as we start off. Around the Capitol Beltway included, the scope of travel into the York split is almost perfect, about 50 miles per hour and above. So we're not seeing any big delays. As we slide south to York County, it would be the same story. Up and down 83, 30 east and west. Our usual minor delays through the light cycles, but nothing really notable. Now, just a couple months left on this closure. We saw it over the summer. 83 southbound by Arsenal Road, exit 21. Our southbound 83 ramp to 30 east remains closed, but only about 2.5 months left on this one. As we take a live look out the door, check on things outside. Here's 83 by exit 21 as we pop out there by Arsenal Road, still closed. Let's see. Well, there is a little bit of construction. It's still a little bit hard to see, but construction in that area, of course, always slows us down just a little bit. As we head back to the maps, check on the travel times for 83 North, our usual numbers, 17, 24, and 11. This links to a Traffax report brought to you by Landis Valley Museum's Harvest Days Festival this weekend, October 12th and 13th. For more information, go to www.landisvalleymuseum.org. Back to you.
All right, Julie, thanks. Let's look live over Gettysburg this morning using our Skycam network here. Stay with us. Joe's back with weather after the break.
Why go anywhere else? Rutter's saves you more.